What's up, guys? Back in today with more Tamon-kun, this time with episode 12, I think. Right? Yeah, episode 12. Well, it looks like we've got a high school festival right here, which was brought up at the end of the episode. Really loved the flashback last week. Thought that was really well done. With the girl that worked at school. I think she works here, right? Yeah, she does. So yeah, this is crazy. I did mention this last week as well. It'd be even more crazy if she didn't know the boys from Face, and then they just like arrived here. That'd be a massive surprise. But yeah, really good look at the blonde guy. I think he's already one of my favorites. I think I might prefer him to Uri already, just a little bit, but I do like Uri a lot, to be fair. He's been kind of put on the back burner a bit these past couple weeks, though, to be fair to him. And say even more about Hibana? Tachibana or Hibana, one of the two. Or Abana. One of them. And I want to say his name's like Sue something. I'm terrible, sorry guys. So I got almost all of them. We got Itage, Tamon, Tachibana, I think is his name, Uri, and who's the blonde? What's the blonde one's name? God, that's gonna annoy me. Don't even get me started on that one on the right. No chance of that one. It's a shame for him. Big shame for him. It's like the only guy that hasn't been covered this season. He's been done dirty, bro. Oh, idol choir. Choir singing an idol song. First time I've ever heard that. Normie aura. Is that what you said there? Normie. It's not a word I think, yeah. Is there a Japanese word for normie? Oh, Sorachi said so. No, it's just Ori. There's a kappa in the back there. My aura's leaking out. I'm that much of a Chad. I mean, you look like a slasher Talon. Slash him up. So yeah, who's the kappa? He's even making the weird kappa sounds. Who is that? Tachibana? Another one. yeah, just another one. I was popular. Bloody hell. That's quite the artwork. I like that one on the left. Not so much. Oh no. Stop. Stop. This is really nice. Normal children. Normal students. Fitting. Well, that would probably... I've never had one of those, but I imagine that would be a lot better than those caramelized apples. I always used to think that was a scam. You get past like the caramel and whatever that hard stuff is on the time, then you just got an apple. you want the whole thing to taste like it looks. Look at them. How's that stupid? Yeah, it's just unlucky. I mean, you always see that go viral. It's like those days you miss when you're ill. This didn't really apply to me. Well, always like you always heard from everyone, oh, they're the best days, the best school days ever. The ones when you weren't in. I was away so much, it didn't really, not really true for me. My attendance was like 65% or 70% or something. I said this before quite a bit, but I used to take every Monday off, at least half the day, because 2 of the sessions would be drama sessions, and I fucking hated drama, so I just missed those. Like I'd go to school, but I'd just like I'd like leave school, like I'd get to school and then leave, and then maybe come back later in the day, or yeah. I was a bit of a delinquent. So this is here. So who was the capper? Blondie, I guess. Pilgrimage. That's their objective at the end of the day. Tell you what, last week's episode got taken down the quickest out of any episode so far for my uploads. But it's at a good point now that there's only ever going to be like 2 episodes gone at a time, I think. So that wasn't him as the capper? Who was the capper? Ski, that's the one. Not ski. I got mixed up, didn't I? I knew there was a ski in there somewhere. Trying to avoid him, or that is pretty damn cute, isn't it? Little Natsuki cat in a bowl. These are some really nice artworks they got here. So I did say it did feel a bit fast, like her reaction there, and I think I had a comment about it, and I kind of agree with what the comment said. Like totally understandable the outcome she came to there. I just thought that it was a slightly weird that there wasn't like an argument during the scene or anything. It just like that whole situation felt over with quite quickly. Look at these slaves. Look at these these robots programmed. Oh, base, base. Gotta go over there. I got you on strings. And you will buy our merch. I know I keep saying this, but it really is like, what level are we at with this idol band? Like, maybe it's just me, but I'm quite confused. Like, are we selling out stadiums with tens of thousands of people? Because it looked like we were when we had the kind of auditions to be the leader of Face. It looked like we were selling out loads, and that's just in this area. Are we that level? Are we the level where we're performing at fucking schools? I mean, to be fair, there's been major celebrities and such go to like schools and things, probably perform there. I don't know, but it's like that I don't think they get paid an awful lot considering their living conditions and so on. It's just like, it's a bit like, yeah, like they have so many fans. I don't know. As I said, I don't know if they're like, I feel like they're just like, I mean, it sounds pretty obvious, but like an up and coming kind of idol band. They're not making an extreme amount of money, but they're making enough money like to live, maybe enough, maybe like a normal person would make, maybe slightly more. But then like the reactions they get and the amount, and as I said, when I think back to that stadium performance and such, TV kind of time, airtime, and documentary movies about them, then it is like you would expect them to be a lot more kind of popular and rich and such. I don't know. I kind of get confused sometimes. As I said, it's, you do see big celebrities and such like going to schools, giving talks, and maybe performing and such, but quite rarely, I'd say. So like, yeah, are we like local school level famous, or are we like selling out tens of thousands of seat stadiums level famous? I don't know. Nani? Base school now as well. Yes. God damn. Shibashi. Fly. Fly. See what you got, bro. Let's see what you got written. See, the usual when you think of like idol bands, I don't listen to them myself, but it's usually just like, what do you think of? You think of studio written, like catchy bullshit, things that it doesn't actually, like the song doesn't make sense. The lyrics have very little meaning, but it's catchy. Fucking hell. It was a minute, bro. Fucking hell. Getting into a whole big old performance. Let me get ready. Fucking hell. Calm down. But yeah, when I think of like that, you think of like a radio song. Like, again, I don't listen to idol bands and such. But yeah, I've mentioned this before, but it's kind of the reason I don't really listen to rap music nowadays. I much prefer like the stories that were told from like, yeah, it's a bit more about like storytelling and such rather than just like catchiness and like making a radio song that would make you a lot of money. Um, that's what I'd usually expect from like a band like this. But I'm gonna be listening out for the lyrics. I'm gonna try to, because there's a lot going on visually here. Like I said, there's a lot right now. So much movement, bro. I'm gonna struggle reading all the lyrics. Apologies. So this is very clearly not nonsense writing. This is very clearly, yeah, going with what we saw last week. It's good though. Sounds good. It's almost a bit of a shame we don't get more of this during the series. Fucking hell, the crowd. What an awesome crowd. Bunch of school kids, to be fair. Probably expect that. But yeah, the crowd was awesome. Song was really good as well. Vibes there were great. Like I said, when you see this, it's like, damn, why did we give it? Why did they give us more of this? I want to see more of these guys like performing. It's been a little while. They're great. Sounds good. The lyrics were good, catchy, but had actual meaning to it as well. Again, maybe underrated, but the crowd work there, like the visual in the crowd. I'm going to be comparing this to something. I think it was last season, might have been the season before. An anime that I really liked, but had some really like dodgy CGI hair, especially, was One Dance. I really like that show. It had some great characters, some interesting like dynamics and such going on. It was just a shame that the facial expressions and the hair CGI looked pretty bad. But they also had an issue towards the end of the season where the crowd would just be still and silent, which really took you out of the moment. It really makes you wonder, like, oh, is what they're doing impressive? Like, are people like, are they quiet because they're nervous for the like? And it really took me out. And then you'd cut and they'd be making a sound, but they weren't moving. And then sometimes they'd be like moving and they weren't be making like cheering sounds. So that like really takes you out of the scene. So again, it's very not even subtle, but it's something that people won't talk about. Well, I'm going to talk about it. Is the again cutting to the crowd, seeing them all jumping up and down, hearing their loud ass reaction to it, and seeing them all on board. Like they're just like slight scenes, like zooming into face, but they do a really good job at establishing like the whole scenario and just how like hype this is. Again, something you probably won't hear anyone talk about, but it's something I appreciate a lot there. Again, especially in comparison to shows like I just mentioned, where the dancing and stuff was really impressive, but because of the crowd and the surrounding, it wasn't nearly as good as this, for example. Good job, you. Good job. Nice song you made there. And like I said, what a day for these high school students. If they're like, can you imagine your favorite like band or whatever come to your school and perform? That'd be absolutely crazy. Crazy work. Would never happen though. I would never expect that to happen. I think the closest I came to this was Enter Shikari, if any of you guys know who they are. Went to see them once near my school, but it wasn't at my school. And it was after school, of course. Sure, I remember that day because that's the day I saw Bernardo Silva. I support Man City. It was the day I saw Mbappe and Bernardo Silva absolutely destroy Man City in the Champions League as well. Falcao as well. Bye. Kobe. I think you succeeded. Oh, honestly, might have been better if she did forget it. She would just been endlessly apologising. Not. I really like this though. Like there's more serious moments in the series as well have been really good. Like this. This kind of goes what I said about the performance. I hope we get more of this as well. I don't think she said F in there, but well. Sorry guys. Just have to move my desk a little bit. I've like prop my desk up because it's not at a comfortable height. It's a bit lower than I want it to be. So I've got these like planks of wood. So I lift my desk up a bit, and I'm really afraid of it like falling at some point. Speak the devil. Or the god. Like, I don't know about that subtitle effing. Does that not just like make that subtitle just like 10 times more cringe to you guys? That's how I feel. Pretty sure she just said like honestly. Is that Takabi up there? Yeah. Yeah. Kind of like the subtitle I heard yesterday in Darwin Incident about toxic masculinity. I don't want to hear that in my Japanese anime. Okay, okay. I mean, you're not, but kind of getting along the right lines, Tamon. You're kind of getting right, maybe a bit too far in the upping of yourself there, but yeah, I like where we're going with that confidence, I guess. Oh shit, get a bit close, are we? There's an after party. That's gonna be a blast, isn't it? Surely that stands out more than if you were just to stand up, no? I guess we just kind of ended up in this spot. Imagine if anyone found us now. What a scandal this would be. You can count on Uri or someone walking in and fucking ruining this now, can't you? Tamon used confusion. Want to know. Okay, it wasn't Uri. That was a quick after party. Those people that left a second ago, they just got there and it's ended. Bless them. Bless their hearts. Okay, that was a nice little scene there. And Uri didn't come in and ruin it. Even better. Where are you running to right now? That would have been handy. Ski. Ski. That's the word coming up, isn't it? Ski. Oh, it was from minute one. From minute one. Are we running off now? Like, get our steps in today. Bloody hell. Oh, apologies, guys. Oh, shit. She's done? Oh, is this like the evolution, do you reckon? Is this like we're evolving from the mate? We're evolving. But it's not going to be a business relationship anymore. It's going to be a real relationship. Oh, or is this? I mean, her saying that. Maybe I should have read that before I just said that. I don't want to be someone that. So is she more so worried now that there'd be like again like controversy with like the maid of Tamon having like a relationship with him, or like I don't think she's thinking that far. I'm not sure if she sees a relationship with Tamon. I mean, it's quite clear she's come to terms that she loves him right here, which is really nice. Something that again we've known since minute one would be the case. So it's nice we eventually got to this point where she accepts that herself. But is she doing this out of like a self-sacrificial thing in terms of like she's not going to be seeing him as much anymore because she could be like a detriment to him? Is this again what I said in terms of like the evolution of we don't need that relationship anymore. We have a relationship where we are good friends and could be romantic rather than I'm just your maid. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Ripan no Sonzai. I mean, I think that's like the word for like respectable or something. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, really good episode. Really good episode. The performance was incredible, I thought. Really nice songs, some good lyrics there. Again, the like visuals were awesome, and the sound, of course. But yeah, I love that kind of more serious. It was a more serious episode in general today, wasn't it? Nice little scenes at the end there with Tamon and Utago. And yeah, definitely one of the best episodes we've had in a while, I think. Apologies, guys. Got hiccups. But I mean, I said it in the intro. It is a bit of a shame how shafted that this guy's get. I think he was the one wearing the Kappa mask going about, but yeah, a bit of a shame for him. But just got to see none of him. Tachibana kind of as well a little bit. Like we got introduced to him, but he is also like nowhere near as fleshed out as Natsuki and Uri and Tamon are there. But the JC staff. So yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Again, definitely one of my favourite episodes of the whole series. I say that for damn sure. Some lovely moments here. I mean, I'm not usually a fan of like these. I mean, I say that. I mean, I don't mind them, but these kind of like PowerPoint kind of flashes of the event, I'd much rather like see the events fold out. But I thought they were really nice. The scenes of like just the pictures we saw of them just having fun, I thought was great. There is the Kappa I was speaking about. Yeah, just like a really nice time here, and the boys experienced their first kind of school festival. The performance, like I said, was probably the standout of the episode. Like, I really like the emotional stuff, don't get me wrong, but this performance was fantastic. And as I said, I feel like it kind of just now says like, wow, I wish we saw more of these. Because we haven't actually seen, like, considering this is an idol show, we haven't actually seen all too much of these kind of performance type events or anything, apart from, again, the kind of contest to be the face of face. But yeah, I thought this was amazing. Like, the song was really good, the production values and such looked great, sounded great, just everything surrounding it, the emotion it put into the scene straight afterwards was fantastic. Like, yeah, I loved that. And I really like the scene at the end here as well, with Utage finally come to terms with her feelings and such. Again, I came up with some stuff at the end here, but we'll see where it does go from here. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this one in the comments. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And I'll catch you next week with what I believe to be the final episode.